Rich? What the hell are you doing?
"23. Don't you understand?
What?
The number 23. It leads to everything. Don't you see that?"
I see that you're out of your mind.
Now listen, man, you don't understand. Last year, what did we review?
See no evil?
Exactly. That review was posted on October 24th. 24 plus 10 is 34. See No Evil has 9 letters. 34 minus 9 is 25. See No Evil had 2 movies. 25 minus 2? 20-fucking-3.
Okay, I'm just gonna go.
It's everywhere. When were you born?
August 3rd, 1991.
I was born on the 3rd of the 8th, 1991. 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 1 equals 20. 20 plus the 8 is 28. 28 plus the 3 is 31. I was born on Saturday, which is the 6th day of the week. 31 minus 6 equals 23.
Whoa.
This movie has ruined my life. With the facts.
What?
Hell, before they even started casting, Jim Carrey had a production company called JC23 Entertainment. He was paid exactly $23 million to star in it. It's the 23rd movie Joel Schumacher made. The DVD has 23 chapters, and it's an hour and 41 minutes and 8 seconds long. 14 plus 1 plus 8 is 23! Hell, Jim Carrey and Joel Schumacher's names combined have 23 letters. The Oklahoma City bombing was on April 19th. 19 plus 4 is 23. September 11th, 2001. 9 plus 11 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 23. It's everywhere!
So, wanna review the film while you calm the fuck down?
Yeah, sure.
There's no need to separate this review into the story or the characters, etc. like we normally do.
I mean, this film is just a fucking mess, really. There's no point.
Of course.
The film tells the story of Walter, played by Carey, an animal control guy whose wife finds a book called The Number 23, written by an author called Top Secrets.
Top Secrets.
How did you know that?
It's Top Secrets. It's pretty fucking obvious.
No, it was a geniusly hidden twist.
Really?
But Walter becomes obsessed with the book as it lists coincidences with the number. Yeah, they are actually trying to make a number scary. This is actually a real thing. It's based on the philosophical writings of William S. Burroughs, who genuinely believed that the number 23 held some kind of mystical significance. Which is a shame because it actually looked awesome and had a really cool concept with my favourite actor of all time who can deliver some amazing drama.
So let's see how they fucked it up.
You're lying.
I mean, hell, at least the opening is pretty cool. You got all these facts about the number 23, it's really creepy, sets the tone, but still, numbers aren't scary. They're just numbers.
Things didn't really start here.
No, this is October, alright? Fuck Christmas! Basically, he needs to catch this dog, and apparently he can speak fluent dog. Yeah, he literally tells him this long-ass story, and it somehow distracts and calms the dog long enough for him to almost catch him. I don't think Joel Schumacher knows how dogs work.
I like how that dog just watches him as he goes to meet his wife. He's like, haha, I got him late for his date. And plus, you gotta be in the most boring relationship in the fucking world to meet your wife at a bookstore.
I suppose I'm buying that for you, too.
Well, actually, I've had a good long time to flip through it. Why don't you give it a try?
Have some writer fill my head with nonsense?
Well, you agreed to be in the movie.
I'll wait for the movie.
Trust me, Jim, I wouldn't.
And I can't let this shit slide. Top Secrets? Really? It's so fucking obvious, and yet we don't get the reveal for ages. Like we're not supposed to see it coming. What's next? Mr. E? Suspicion?
There's a scene where they return home, and Carey knows his son had a girl there and manages to sneak her out, but instead of being the generic stereotypical dad of encouraging this behavior, he just has a go at him for it.
Most dads who talking to their son about sex, it would be more like, "Come on, my son, fuck the shit out of her, that's my boy."
It was possibly my very first book. Funny. I can't recall what it was about. The only thing I remember is the name. Fingerling.
No, I'm not taking that name seriously, I'm sorry.
Oh hey, it's Dustin from Zoe 101.
You watch Zoe 101.
You like See No Evil.
Well, it's a cinematic masterpiece.
No, that's Santa's Sleigh.
Man, see, you never
Bill
understand
Goldberg
anything
was
about
the
movies.
cinematic
You know what?
gem
This
of
is why I
Santa's
can't
Sleigh.
be
That
friends with you
movie
anymore,
had
man.
so
You
much
got
more
shitty taste in
significance.
movies.
It was a
You don't like
social
Finding
commentary
Nemo.
on
You like
school
Santa's
shootings,
Sleigh.
and it
You don't
really
like See No Evil.
solidified
Why are you
itself
even a
in the
film
history
critic?
books.
Give me your fucking review credentials right now, bitch!
I do love the transitions though as he tells a story. They're actually really creative and well done.
By then, my mind had been opened to a whole new existence. From this, a detective was born. Detective Fingerling.
Stop saying that!
Did you read this?
Most of it. It's very creative.
This Fingerling guy.
Yeah, it's a cool name.
No, it's not!
Look, I get that he's obsessed over the book, but it's only 2 chapters in. What, he's seriously convinced that it's about his life from 2 chapters? He even says...
Fingerling's a detective.
I used to collect detective magazines.
That's it. Because Fingerling is a detective.
Stop calling him Fingerling!
That's his name!
No, it isn't!
Filling your head with nonsense, are you?
This sex scene does have some cool editing with a really awesome soundtrack. This is actually really well put together.
I can't believe I'm watching the Riddler have the sexy time.
I actually love this scene. The blonde vents her obsession with the number, reciting loads of facts, and it's such a cool and interesting idea.
Everywhere. Dates, times, license plate numbers, pages of books, even elevator floor lights. Soon I found it was in my name. It was in the words I spoke. Nothing is safe. Pink is my favorite color. Do you know what pink is? Red, 27, white, 65. 65 is 27, 92. Pink has 4 letters. 92 divided by 4. 23!
I mean, yeah, it's intense and everything, but would people really be this distraught over a fucking number?
Hey, Patrick.
What?
I thought of something scarier than 23.
Let me hear it.
24.
I should have gotten out of there. Right at that moment.
Right when they told me I'd be fighting a blue hedgehog.
When I found out what her name was, that added up too. Maybe it was just a coincidence.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, by the way, we're both going to hell because this shit is hilarious.
Don't lie, you laughed too.
Okay, so the chick just killed herself. Oh well, more sex!
I do kind of like the format here though. It has a really unique rock style to it. Before we cut to Andrew from Buffy.
It's self-printed, self-published, and it's by an author I've never heard of.
You never heard of Topsy Kretz? He's really well known. He wrote stories like Don't Repeat, Hush Hush, and Obvious Plot Twist.
Have you finished the book?
Not yet.
You've concerned yourself with minutia and you've drawn wild conclusions from them. What about the fact that Fingerling becomes a killer?
A killer?
And just how many people have you killed?
Add another obvious plot twist to the list.
Why did you choose this color?
I don't know, you tell me.
Red number 5. RED is 27, plus 5 is 32, which is...
You're reaching now.
The writers? I agree.
2 divided by 3. 0.666. 666. Number of the devil.
So Satan's involved now? Fuck it, I'll buy it.
But if he's so obsessed with this sodding book, why is it taking him so damn long to finish it? Look how thin that thing is, and it's taken him weeks. Stop pestering people and just read the damn thing.
Are you seriously telling me his wife and son come home to see him writing a bunch of shit all over the wall, and they don't even find it just a little bit weird? I'd have the fucker locked in a mental institution.
10886 is the number Al Capone wore on his uniform in prison. Ted Bundy was executed on the 23rd of January.
No, he didn't. He died on January 24th. However, he was pronounced dead at 7:16. And that adds up to 23. Oh, and he literally counts her 23 pairs of shoes while he fucks her. Could he even have managed to count them all during this? And what if she had spares around the house or hidden? This movie would have been over.
And his son becomes obsessed with the number way too fucking quick. Jim spouts like one fact and he's like, oh yep, definitely 23. We're all fucking possessed up in this bitch.
Then another goddamn sex scene. Jesus Christ!
We even get a dream showing him killing his wife. Are you even trying to hide the plot twist at this point? You just fucking showed it. Oh yeah, also, his wife wakes up to see him still reading the book and doesn't question it, then finds him asleep on the couch with "Kill Her" written on his arm. Stevie Wonder could have seen this shit coming from a dark room in outer space, blindfolded with his fucking eyeballs gouged out from Kane. He even tells X-Men dude about his obsession, and he doesn't question it either.
The Mayans believed the end of the world would occur December 12, 2012. 20 plus 12 is?
23 reversed.
Kinda proves the number myth wrong now, doesn't it?
So what is this? What is 23?
A shitty Miley Cyrus song?
Did you know you had 23 pair?
You're insane!
You wanted him to pretend to have a knife during sex. Shut up, lady.
All I knew was the number had gone after Suicide Blonde, Isabel Lydia Hunt. Now it was coming after me.
Get the number away from me! Get the number away from me!
He also finds out that his girl cheated. I mean, every time we see her on screen, she's been horny as hell, so why is he surprised?
I should have realized the truth. I know it's absurd, but even the color of his tie betrayed him.
It's a fucking tie! I mean, at least there's a nice little scene straight after where he's losing his mind. He sees 23 everywhere. It's a cool moment.
But then Jim sees his wife with the X-Men dude and looks down at some knives. This is about as subtle as Suicide Squad.
But have some more fucking sex in the woods! This movie has made me hate sex. I want to delete my fucking Pornhub account now. They even fuck in the bushes. Who does that? Just go to a hotel, you nasty fucks.
27's the quietest.
What about 23?
We've been experiencing some plumbing problems with 23.
And script problems. The X-Men dude even comes home to see the sex-crazed nympho tied down, covered in blood, and he still tries to check for a pulse. Nigga, she's dead!
It wasn't the happiest of endings. It wasn't an ending at all. After chapter 22, there was nothing.
Awesome, movie over?
Nope.
Fuck.
It's all your fault.
Don't blame the dog!
It's just a dog.
Ned! Ned! Father Sebastian, I trust there's an explanation for this?
I'm shooting at dogs. Do you mind?
What's wrong, son? She died on her 23rd birthday. Well, we can only assume. What? That she died.
You can only assume that? So why is the tombstone there? Dumbass.
Why did you name him Ned?
He didn't. He took Ned in as a stray. He likes graveyards. He sits and watches the stones like he was watching over them. That's how he got his nickname. Guardian of the Dead.
No, I believe that was the dog from Where the Dead Go to Die. Which this arsehole got me to watch. You son of a, ruined my life with like dog rape and all this weird shit going on. This baby, why did you do that? Come here, you son of a bitch.
And he tells his family about all this murder shit, and they still don't find it weird.
He visits the guy framed for the murders, who, by the way, doesn't recognize Jim Carrey. Doesn't make much sense, because we find out they met in the past, and he would have known him. Brilliant. He introduced him to his wife. Whatever. He also looks like Richard Branson.
I like how they try to have this really intense and serious scene, but the guy's name is Top Secrets. That's not gonna happen.
Don't pretend you don't know. Top Secrets. I read your book.
You know the name.
If I was to write a book, I wouldn't use a ridiculous name like Top Secrets.
What a twist! But, and I am not joking here, he believes this guy was wrongfully accused because his name doesn't add up to 23.
Next! Name?
Philip Hughes.
Nope, 13. Next!
David Seymour Jeffrey Bull.
23. Arrest this man!
Also, wasn't the entire point of this film that everything adds up to 23? But now all of a sudden it doesn't?
You wouldn't hurt me, Walter. You wouldn't hurt anyone. Ever.
How do you know?
Yeah, didn't you watch the trailer?
Yeah, it was fucking obvious there too.
That's him. It's gotta be him.
Oh, well of course. He's wearing a trench coat and a hat. It had to be him. Or the Ninja Turtles.
He kinda looks like Sam Loomis.
And then this old fat guy stabs at him, which looks hilarious, but then he dies. Oh well, who cares?
It is a pretty cool scene though, killing himself so Carrie can't find out the truth about the number.
It's a fucking number!
Did you hear something?
You're starting to sound like me, kiddo.
For asking you if you heard anything? Oh, you're starting to act just like me, kiddo.
So his wife tells Carrie that the man died, but all Jim cares about is if she found out anything about the guy. Did you expect a full-on interrogation? He was already laying dead on the floor!
Oh, and he and his son literally find that every 23rd word on every 23rd page spells out a location. Do they really need this much shit? And is this really meant to show you're not a nut job?
I like how his son doesn't even question how fucking dumb this is. Just, oh, they told us to go dig a hole? Well, come on, Dad, let's go dig a hole. Father-son bonding.
Oh, and of course they go with the cliche of them finding bodies, but then the cops show up and they've suddenly vanished.
We're not crazy. We circled every 23rd word on every 23rd page and it told us to come down here.
Okay, that was funny.
The real killer is still out there and he knows Dad's onto him.
Aw, come on, man. They just fucking said it. How obvious could you get? And why does their son care so much about this anyway? He's like 15. What 15-year-old cares about this shit? I'm 21 and I don't care about this shit.
Then they literally stare down the dog. This is ridiculous.
And then he tries to run the dog over because he's an asshole. But look, he doesn't even budge an inch. This dog is a fucking G. Oh, but then he sees that his wife's hands are dirty. But that was from the other night. She never washed her hands? That bitch nasty. Then they go home and she finally washes them. I don't know why she didn't do that before. And then they keep trying to make Topsy-Kretz sound serious. Did they ever read any of this stupid shit out loud?
They do give a fake-out twist where the wife is actually the killer, which I guess is a nice little throw off the scent.
No, it's not. Who's the killer? The wife or this crazy guy who's thought about killing people for the entire fucking movie?
You're not helping, okay?
But they don't even keep the twist going for very long. They immediately cave straight after.
Isaac and I took the skeleton.
You did?
And I'd do it again.
I feel like I'm watching a Scooby-Doo cartoon.
But I did not write the book.
Don't lie. 13 years, Egg. 13 years of lies! No more!
Don't do this to us, Walter.
Mom, who wrote the book? Do you
Tell him
know?
who wrote it.
You wrote the book, Walter.
Oh, I did not see that coming.
Well, quite frankly, I have not been this surprised since someone told me that Jallo was a shitty rapper.
It's not true.
His family aren't even shocked or surprised to find out that their dad is a crazy serial killer. It's just another normal day at the Carey residence. I don't know what's funnier, a serial killer named Fingerling or a serial killer named Walter. Oh no, guys. Here comes Walter! Hide!
But it is a pretty cool montage as Carrie can't believe it and runs away traumatized. It has some really nice editing and honestly, I'm amazed that he was nominated for a Razzie, because this performance is actually pretty good.
And you thought See No Evil was stupid. This is a serial killer obsessing over a fucking number.
At least it's not a fucking tattoo! But the flashback backstory takes forever. It just never ends. There's an extended cut, but even in the theatrical version it's dragged out.
The number had gone after me. And now it wanted her.
It's a number, it's not Michael Myers.
And yeah, once he decides he wants to end his own life, instead of writing a suicide note, he decides to write a cryptic-ass book that nobody would ever figure out was from him.
And his wife even visits him to see this crazy shit going on, and still doesn't consider divorce? This is like Attack of the Clones. He's confessing to mass murder, and she's like, oh, you know, that's just my husband being himself.
But it just keeps on going. It's been 10 minutes since the revelation. Just end already.
This is who you were. This is not who you are.
Sure, you murdered people, but you got over it.
This is not who you are!
I'm a killer!
Exactly! I get the feeling this bitch would try to convince Jeffrey Dahmer that he's not a serial killer while he's over there chopping up bloody human meat.
What exactly is even the message here? You can murder as long as you learn from it and move on? Ah, who cares? The acting is incredible. Will you stop showing the fucking dog? It means nothing!
Oh well, Carrie's had enough of this shit and tries to kill himself, and the bus driver doesn't even try to slow down. Must have seen the movie.
I'll be sentenced in a week or so. My lawyer says the judge will look kindly upon me for turning myself in.
Considering you murdered God knows how many people, and then framed somebody else?
I don't think that's how murder works. Oh yeah, you killed people, you slaughtered half of this village, but you know, after 10 years of hiding, you just walked into the police station and said, hey guys, my bad, I did this, here's the locations of all the bodies, I feel really bad. Oh, you're free to go.
But, aw, look at this. Such a heartwarming ending. Look at the crazy serial killer with his family. Apparently all Chris Benoit had to do was go to the cops and say that a book made him do it. And it would have been all sunshine and rainbows. He would have been back on Monday Night Raw the very next week.
This movie sucks!
Yeah, sucks monkey nuts.
It has a cool idea and I like the acting, but it is such a contrived script. Very little makes sense, it's inconsistent and pretty much all over the place. It has so many silly moments that we're meant to take seriously, but the biggest problem is just how predictable it is. You can see where it's going, every single twist and turn, it's just pathetic.
I mean, at least Carrie does a great job and the concept on paper isn't half bad, but it's fucked up by the laughable scenes, the unsubtle dialogue, a boring experience. They try so hard to make this 23 shit work, but it's so fucking forced that it ruins the entire premise. 23. 23.
Rich, are you okay?
23.
It's just a number.
23!
Rich, calm down. Calm down, just talk to me, man. Listen to me.
Who made this review?
What?
This review! Tell me who made it!
We made it. We made this review.
Oh no. I knew it all along! No!
What the hell?
Alrighty then. Smoking. It's because I'm green, isn't it? Well, I'll show you how to do a review.